card. Smart Shadow goes up, walks along, and the 4 are ready. All from the 1 stable that have trainer Ryan Hill, and they're off, and they all jumped on level terms with each other. So trying to pick an early one, and it'll be Champagne Coast who fires through for Steve Parnham. It'll lead London's Image. Going up near the outside is Smart Shadow, and easing back to last is Lynn Star. So Champagne Coast, the newcomer, the $200,000 purchase, leads the way by a length and a half on London's Image. The same margin, Lynn Star, which is pushed up now to be third on the rails inside of Smart Shadow, dropping out to be fourth and last. And so is the Tommy Tico, come towards the 450. This is the quartet here in the first for the day, and Champagne Coast will straighten up in front. Reaches the point of the home turn, led by a length and a half. Called upon as they straighten for home immediately, London's Image. Champagne Coast giving back as a great sight down to the 200. Drew a length and a half. London's Image immediately is under the shillelagh, but is now starting to dig in. Champagne Coast is feeling the pinch, and now London's Image takes it, puts pay to it, races away, comes home to win London's Image. Lynn Star gets right up on the inside late to snatch third on the line from Champagne Coast, and Smart Shadow is the last of the 4 home. Just looked fleetingly as though it may have been in a little bit of strife on straightening. London's Image, when Champagne Coast gave a good kick, London's Image wobbled about, but as soon as Chris produced the shillelagh, London's Image put her head right down the headwater filly, and she found the line. 1542, the interim placings after race 1, the Magic Millions plate, with Lynn Star by War Chant getting up on the rails to snatch second in front of the tiring Champagne Coast. Smart Shadow fourth and last of them home. The winner for Ms. R. Hill by Headwater from New Image by More Than Ready. Chris Parnham aboard. Wins by 2.5 lengths. It's a half a length second and third. The time for the race covered in 60.11 seconds and home in 34.91. Lynn Star, $80,000 Perth Magic Millions acquisition by War Chant from Queen of Gingers. Ryan Hill, Kesh Duran. And Champagne Coast is by Safeguard from Coast to the Post. Steve Parnham for the Hill Stable once again. 1542 down to Lockie in a couple of moments. Well, nice way to go to the races when you're a trainer, knowing that you're an absolute certainty to prepare a winner. Race number 2 is the Tab Touch West Speed Platinum Handicap over 1600. Now we get to pay 1-2 in the next at 6 minutes after 1 o'clock. No changes there as we head downstairs. And here is Lockie joining us in the yard with the winning trainer Ryan Hill. Would have been a pretty comfortable watch for Hilly in the stands.
Certainly was. London's Image as the favourite salutes. Ryan, when the favourite, or the second favourite I should say, was scratched, the only runner not from your stable, about 40 minutes before the race, what went through your mind? What were you thinking?
First of all, I heard it from your dad, so I didn't believe it, because he's been known to tell a few lies. But then you said that, so no, it's unfortunate for the other connections, but we're here to race, and as you can see, all the boys had a crack, and the best horses out there to win.
London's Image, what did you make of the win? She settled outside the lead and then looked in a little bit of trouble at the top of the straight, but I guess class prevailed in the end. She's
just a big raw horse, but all of these will benefit from the run, especially Champagne Coast. She's a little tubby thing, you know, that she'll improve for that. But no, real happy. Chris he's a good rider, and he didn't panic, just got around the corner, balanced, and then when she was ready, he asked for an effort.
All 4 horses are Magic Millions purchases. Some of them are ladies' horses as well. 6 weeks between now and the Magic Millions at Pinjarra. How do you plot a path towards that big feature race day?
Well, this is actually my little niece's horse we bought for her. So, yeah, she'll obviously go for the ladies' bonus, and look, we'll just see how they pull up, Lockie. You know what they're like with 2-year-olds, but yeah, I keep them pretty fresh. We've got the water treadmill we can use and things like that. So that's what we'll do until, yeah, see what happens.
Well done on the first 4.
Thank you.
There's Ryan Hill after a very interesting circumstance. Scott, never have I ever seen a race like that where a trainer has saddled up all 4 runners, and obviously Ryan Hill trains the winner in the form of London's Image, a $20,000 purchase from the Magic Millions Adelaide sale, and it was a nice way to kick off proceedings here at Ascot.
You wouldn't have thought of it, but Keshore Duran came off on the way back as well. That's twice in a week for the great man. Goes 2 walks, and then he's come off on Lynn Star, but he's back here safe and sound, having a chat to Ryan Hill now. And for London's Image, a nice little gallop there before heading towards a Magic Millions 4-horse race. moderate time. They didn't even break a minute for the 1,000 there. The 2-year-olds, they got things their own way and they sort themselves out in the finish. 1, 5, 4 and 2. We'll get a word from Chris Parnham, but probably won't have a whole lot to say.
No, he won't. Perhaps maybe the addition of some blinkers or winkers could see a little bit of improvement out of this winner, London's Image, because as you said, Scott, she did look a little bit green throughout the concluding stages.
Pays $1.30 in the end. The Quinella 5.10, exacta 6.60, trifecta $9, and there was a first four of $10.30. Chris Parnham joins us now. He's on the board in race 1. 4-horse fields can be tricky, Chris. 2-year-old racing can throw up results from time to time, but cream rises to the top.
Yeah, obviously a bit of a unique sort of race with Hilly having all runners, but I guess when you break it down, there was 4 left, and 2 of them were having their first start, and one of them has had 1 start and ran down the track a little bit, so it was probably justified being that short.
Process of elimination, you did look the winner on paper. Did you always feel the winner? Because at the top of the straight, it looked like Champagne Coast gave a pretty handy kick.
Gave a good kick, but probably being its first start, wasn't quite mature enough to run through the line like my horse was, so race experience means a lot in these races.
What about later on? Let's Gallivant's had a lot of race experience. EPC, probably not as much, but they both look like nice chances.
They are, yeah. So Let's Gallivant's got to lump the big weight again, but he showed last start, he's good enough to carry it. With 1 more stride, he would have got there. And then EPC, very good first start, luckless second up. So, yeah, I think they're both good chances.
Good luck, well done.
Thank you.
There's Chris Parnham combining with Ryan Hill and London's Image to take out the Magic Millions plate.